everybody, and welcome to episode 92 of the Let's Play world. As you can see, I'm over by our potion brewing stations and our Magic Academy build, and I have begun figuring out and laying out the perimeter of our main building here. Like I said in the last episode, I kind of want to use the same idea for this build that we used for our base. The idea that there is a ruin of an old castle or something that we're going to build a modern structure on top of. So what I imagine is going to happen here is we will have a large area here that will be kind of like a magic workshop or a laboratory or something like that. Lots of knickknacks and tchotchkes and all kinds of stuff all over the place. And this is where the brewing stations will be. The 45-degree building, I think I want it to be primarily old and ruined looking. So that's kind of the idea, this real stark mix of old and new. So I'm going to get to work on that. there it is. That looks pretty cool. The roof was really tough to work out. I kind of built this up and then broke it down a bunch of times, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And what we've got going on here is our potion room over here. Like I said, modeled after the base. So we have this ruined foundation with a really modern structure built on top of it. And then over here, I kind of mirrored that. It's a little smaller of a building, but a similar idea. And then in between, I left this old kind of medieval looking ruin that's built at a 45-degree angle. Pretty cool. Inside the potion brewing area, basically still unfinished. I was thinking about doing the floor in deep slate, but I think I might do it actually in like a color, maybe like a red terracotta or something like that. And what I want to do in here is kind of have like tables and shelves, so it just looks really busy and like there's a lot going on. I will probably finish like a wall here, maybe a half wall. I'm not sure how I want to do that exactly. And then you can see here, the diagonal from the old ruins continues across the top of our modern structure. I used blackstone up there, just about used all my blackstone, and I think it looks really great. I might leave this center section here kind of just untouched, kind of ruinous. I wish there was a way to put a door in here, but I'm not sure how to do a door on a 45-degree angle. On the other side here, like I said, just a little bit of a smaller room, and I think it looks fantastic. If we get up high and take a look at it, it's really cool looking. I love how the diagonal roof travels across those modern buildings. Kind of pokes out on either end. Used a lot of my blackstone up on this, but I think it turned out really great. And then I put carpet all over the top just so we can keep it spawn proof. And the same with the white squares, put white carpet all over the top. Yeah, that's really, really awesome looking. This part I kind of figured out. This, I had to watch some different videos and figure out how people were building such, sharp angles on their roofs. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. But I'm really happy with how this building turned out. One thing I want to do real quick is update our map and see what this looks like. So right now we just had this big empty green space here. That looks awesome. Super cool. It's such a striking feature on the map now. I really, really like that. And it really fills in this space that we kind of had missing between the base and the village. I moved the beacon because it just didn't really fit behind this. I'm not sure where to put it yet. I could put it inside the ruins maybe, or I was thinking we have this green space here. I could perhaps figure out how to put a beacon there in a good looking way. We'll figure it out. One thing I want to show you real quick is when you're walking from the village back towards the base. Look at that view. That's just so cool. Like there's actually something going on and a destination. Very, very cool. I'm going to work on adding some foliage and, sprucing it up around here, but I'll probably do that between episodes. One other quick update. Our wool farm over here, occasionally I need to refill it with shears, and with this project we used a lot of wool to cover the top of the roof. And what I used to do is just pillar up and just dig through the side of the wall here. I finally installed a door, and it's not real pretty in here or anything, but at least I have a way to get up here and actually refill the shears. So that is a thing now. If you remember last episode, I had mentioned that instead of going biome by biome, I just want to lay out all of the paths at our zoo. And that way, if we stumble across a mob or decide we want to go get a certain mob, we can just pick any one we want. So today I want to get a couple more of the paths done. Let me show you what's going on here. When we turn right, we walk past our forest mobs, and then we built this path here that's going to go off to the plains mobs. We've got our ocean mobs on the right, and then we've got some new paths here. So there's going to be a right turn, and this is where some of like the fantastical mobs, like the allay and the horse skeleton and things like that. In this direction, this will go off to where the hostile mobs are going to be. And I think the hostile mobs are going to be just over here across this river. You can see we've got a ton of terraforming to do over here. This path up here kind of loops down here, cuts back through to our cave mobs. And then we have a new path here. And here on the left, this is where a lot of the snowy mobs, like the goat and the polar bear, are going to be. Off in this direction, I think this is where the nether mobs are going to be. And then to the right, I think this is going to be the jungle mobs. We still have a ton of terraforming. We have all the exhibits to build. And I'm thinking, you know, we have some other buildings, like I was talking about Conservatory of Flowers. It might be kind of handy to build like a zookeeper house over here too, so that we just have a place to sleep or keep some of our supplies. Still have a ton of work to do over here in the city as well. Pretty excited about getting back to work on this. I had asked you guys if you wanted me to kind of flip-flop from the city to the zoo or just focus on one thing, and there wasn't really a consensus, so I'm just going to kind of do whatever I feel like, I think. So, yeah, we'll probably work on some city projects in coming episodes. I also imagine 1.19 is just around the corner, and once we get those mud bricks and the new mangrove wood, we can finish some of these little village houses here. And yeah, still really happy about this new view we have as we walk across our bridge. We're getting really close to 100 episodes, and I have a plan for a build that we'll do during the 100th episode, but leading up to that, if you guys want to revisit some builds or look at some of my favorite builds, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. And I thank you guys for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.